An accurate live forecast is important for staffing purposes, the cornerstone in maintaining service levels and labor costs. Each department schedules their staff based on expected business volume from the live forecast. Access live forecast module via the main menu or the side menu here. All other features displayed on this page are in our introduction tutorial video. All your revenue centers are found here. Primarily, forecasting can be done by a food and beverage manager, a financial controller, the revenue center, or the general manager, as an example. This is dependent on user rights decided by the different hotel groups or chains and corporations. In hotels, it's best practice to do the rooms forecast first, as it affects the entire property, from the number of guests for breakfast to the rooms to be cleaned, restaurant covers, and so on. Figures from the live forecast flows into all the labor cockpits if it's the cost driver. Let's take a closer look. The revenue driver gives a daily forecast either based upon PMI's algorithms that look at seasonal patterns in occupancy, rates, covers, and revenue going back up to 4 years, or the driver is built by the hotel using ratios of occupancy, average cover revenue, or historic revenue. Pickup is the difference between the revenue driver and live forecast. And live forecast is the revenue driver plus pickup. Figures above the red line are actual from past days and figures below are future days. Once a day is passed, the revenue driver shows the actual numbers and is the same as the live forecast. Pickup column shows the difference between the last saved live forecast and the actual results. You can see the true figures when hovering over the numbers. Actual versus live forecast shows you the percentage you are over or under your live forecast. PMI prediction. This is the forecast generated by PMI's algorithm. It is only available for the rooms department, and the property can turn on automation and use the prediction if they like. This, of course, depending on the hotel chain or group. By clicking on today's figure in PMI prediction, you see the breakdown of the forecast algorithm used with some very interesting stats for you to review. The revenue driver gives a forecast based on trends, but when you expect a special occasion where covers or revenue will be outside the norm, you can make the changes directly on the day by adding covers and average revenue for food and revenue for drinks or total. Things to consider when doing the live forecast. Have you submitted a reasonable forecast for this month and the next 2 months? Is your live forecast for the coming days realistic? How accurate was your live forecast for the last few days or even last couple of weeks? Are there any useful comments that can be added to any of the days? Are there any events or specific situations to consider for the upcoming period? Act on any questions where the answer was yes or no. If the live forecast accuracy has been off for the past couple of days or weeks, analyze the reason why, write a comment and learn from it. Let's take a look at the daily routines in the live forecast. It should only take a few minutes. If your live forecast is automated from a revenue center, then no time is needed on this module. And in this instance, we will be looking at room forecasting. Look at yesterday's room nights. What did you end up with compared to what you had last saved? How is the on the books figures? Looking ahead to the upcoming 2 weeks, do you agree with the suggested live forecast in PMI, or would you like to make some adjustments for 1 or several days? So if you feel that the live forecast is too high or low, edit in the pickup column to a level you think is more achievable. As this is rooms forecasting, edit the average room revenue as well. Your live forecast figures are what feeds the cost drivers in all the cockpits at the property. These are not static numbers and can change daily, so don't forget to save. Moving on to monthly routines. In this example, we are in rooms forecasting, so enter the rooms department. Update the current month's pickups. Make sure to update in the pickup column. Look for days that stand out. where there's maybe too little or too many rooms, then you want to do the same for the next 2 months. And when you're happy with that, open up the toolbox, click on Submit Several Live Forecasts. We are now ready to submit from live forecast to forecast. So here you first check the period, which is the months. Is this correct? Are you copying to forecast or budget? In this example, we are busy with the forecast, so that is correct. Then you choose the division. Is it one division or all of them? And the same would apply for the months. Would you be choosing all months or just October, the one you've just updated, and then the 2 consecutive months, which is November and December? And when you're ready, click Submit. More information on the live forecast can be found in our knowledge base article and video tutorial series. Thank you and take care.